Hey everybody, Tim Jordan here. In this video, we're going to talk about who can apply to sell on Walmart.com. There are some restrictions. There's also maybe a little bit less restriction than a lot of people think there is. It's not too terribly difficult, but it's definitely a little bit more strenuous, or there's more requirements than some of the other platforms out there, which personally I think is a good thing. So let's check this video out. Make sure that you're also going to sellingonwalmart.com, checking out our YouTube channel. We've got a lot more free content. You can also go to the Selling on Walmart Facebook group to join a free community. Ask any questions if you have them over there. All right, let's get started. All right, so we've talked about why Walmart is a good place to sell. We've talked about the traction that Walmart's making in the online ecosystem. We've talked about all the aggregated traffic that's coming there. We've talked about how it's great for online sellers, for brands. We've talked about how the catalog is growing exceptionally fast and more categories are being added. And we've also talked about how Walmart is actively looking to add sellers and brands into their marketplace. Since they are looking for brands and sellers to come in their marketplace, I think it's a great idea to talk about who should be accepted. All right, so when Walmart is considering whether or not they should accept you as a seller, they're looking for a number of things. They're shown here on the slide: the marketplace experience, fast fulfillment, great customer support, registered companies in the US, the different types of sellers, and the competitive pricing for their products. Let's talk about those each individually now. So marketplace experience is extremely important to Walmart. This is one of those barriers to entry that actually make it a little bit tougher to get on, but I love because this will reduce a lot of our potential competition. So Walmart looks for established history on either Amazon, eBay, or Shopify. They actually love marketplaces that show customer feedback. So they can literally go and check out your seller account on those other platforms and decide, hey, are they a good seller or are they not? They want to look at how many years you've been in e-commerce. You need to establish a history, show that you know what you're doing. It doesn't always mean it has to be multiple years. Sometimes they're fine with 6 months or 4 months. They just want to be able to look and see that you take this seriously and that you're not a complete amateur in the online selling game. Because if you were, that might affect the way that you manage your inventory and supply chain, or the way that you manage your customer service, things like that. Also, you must be a US-based company. Now, they're starting to change that a little bit right now as we're recording this and starting to allow some other foreign-based entities. But for all intents and purposes, as we don't know the exact restrictions on that as we're recording this, let's keep it very simple and say it's probably better to be a US-based company. That means that you need to have a legitimate US business address. You need to have an EIN number, W-9, all that good stuff. Make sure that you let them know that you are a US-based company. You also have to have reliable and fast fulfillment. Look, if you can't get the stuff delivered, people's not going to buy your stuff. People are going to complain. People are then going to stop buying on Walmart. So you need to be able to show a history of fulfillment as promised, right? And a lot of times you do that with your other marketplace sales. You need to be able to ship from your own warehouse or reliable third-party fulfillment service. You cannot send from FBA anymore, all right? Or you shouldn't. Some people still are getting away with it, but it's not a good practice, and Walmart does not like it. Walmart specifically says not to do that. So if you want to scale up, you definitely can't do it. Either you have your own warehouse you ship from, or most people just have a third-party fulfillment service. If you're selling on Amazon already, you should be importing your stuff most likely to a third-party fulfillment service anyways. Find one that is omni-channel that can ship your stuff into Amazon, ship your stuff to FBA, but also ship your stuff to either Walmart fulfillment service or directly to a Walmart customer. Walmart has some really cool stuff like Deliver, right? A partnership with Deliver, where you can distribute your stuff to Deliver certified fulfillment centers and then get that 2-day shipping badge on your Walmart listing. Also, your shipping packaging should be unbranded. They don't want you shipping your packages to a customer in an Amazon box or something like that. Make sure that your shipping packages, not your actual retail product package, but your shipping package is unbranded. Customer support is huge. It's actually a top priority for Walmart. You need to have, if you're an Amazon seller, high seller feedback ratings. Same with eBay or whatever marketplace you're on. Make sure that Walmart, when they're doing their due diligence and seeing if you're a good candidate to sell on their platform, make sure that they can see that you really value customer service. You need to be able to respond within 48 hours to customer communications. They prefer 24. Their TOS says 48. If you can't have customer service available 24 hours, make sure you set up voicemail, all right? You need to have a phone number and you need to have email. So email support and phone support. And remember, if you can't answer your phone 24 hours a day, which most of us can't, make sure that you have a voicemail set up. And Walmart will generally check this. US companies are advantaged. Now, I said in an earlier slide, it really needs to be a US based company. The truth is, there are a few other countries that are being accepted now, but generally, make sure that you have a US based company set up. It will streamline things, make it a lot smoother for you. When we say a US based company, make sure that you also have a US based address and fulfillment capabilities. Okay. If I have a Delaware LLC, but I don't have a legitimate place where they can send returns or send mail or check my business address, it's probably not going to work. So make sure that, like, even if you're based outside the country, you have a US entity, make sure you have a legitimate business address and then some sort of warehouse or fulfillment center, something that can represent you. The types of sellers, this is great. Walmart loves them all, whether it's retail arbitrage or online arbitrage sellers, wholesale sellers. They love basically anybody that can sell a consistent amount of products and good products, but they really prefer private label selling. Private label selling is ideal for Walmart for a lot of reasons, such as continued supply chain, your willingness to create really great brands and really great brand presence and really great listings. It's all good stuff. Walmart also loves a good product catalog size. They prefer sellers with multiple products. They prefer sellers in demand products. The reason for this is Walmart needs a lot of products on their marketplace to, of course, spin up that flywheel and get more sales going. But it's easier to do that with a lower number of sellers with larger catalogs than a lot of sellers with just one product, right? That's less sellers they have to educate. That's all sorts of different reasons why they'd want fewer sellers with more products, right? Make sure that you have competitive pricing so that they can compete with other marketplaces. And they will make a few exceptions on the larger catalog size for brands and private label sellers with just a few products. It doesn't have to be huge, but they do prefer more. More the better. But again, if you have one product that's crushing it on one marketplace, don't be afraid to apply because they'll generally take that too. Some other important issues. Long waits for approval are not uncommon. Sometimes it takes a long time. All right, they're doing their due diligence. They're checking us all out. Sometimes there's a backlog. Don't get too upset about that. If you get rejected the first time, it's not the end of the road. There are really great appeals processes, and a lot of those appeals processes work for a lot of sellers. A lot of people get rejected the first time, make a little correction to their application, get accepted the second or third time. And remember, you should be an established seller before applying to Walmart. That's the biggest reasons for rejections. So in some of the videos further down this series, further down the line, we're going to talk about things like how to appeal, other great content. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to go over to sellingonwalmart.com. We have these videos plus other content. If you're watching this on the website, make sure to go over and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can look up Private Label Legion, and we've got a whole series here just of Walmart content videos. Also, make sure to go to the Facebook group, Selling on Walmart Facebook group, which we have linked right here. All right, guys, see you in the next video.